Now, last class we have been completing the object manager. Today we will see the remaining whatever we left. We will walk through fast, right? So let me, right, already the recording is started. That's good. So let me log in with the credentials. Rupam @of101.com, password CRM1234 hash, right? 1234 hash. So the first thing that we left was queue. Let's have a look on queue. What is a queue? Queue is a department, a folder where you can assign work, right? You can assign work to a user, but you cannot assign a work to a group, a team. We created a group, right? You cannot go ahead and assign a work to a public group directly. For example, I created technical escalation support 1. Can I go ahead and assign any record to this? Right? No. That is the reason we have an option called as queue. What is a queue? Queue is nothing but it is a location. It's a folder. It's a location. It's a folder where a record can be routed. Right? Those who are taking notes, take a note. Queue. What is a queue? A queue is a location or a folder. Queue is a location or a folder where a record can be routed. A record can be routed. So what is a queue? Queue is a location or a folder where a record can be routed, right? Where a record can be routed, right? Now, the queue will be accessed by group. Group will be accessing the queue. You will be assigning a record to the queue, and in that queue, there will be a group assigned. All the members of that queue will receive an email, everyone, saying that a work has been assigned to you. Unless until he goes and change the ownership to his name, it will be lying in the queue. First, let us go ahead and create a queue. Queue, new. What is that? I will say that, right? TC network, Airtel network, AIR, or anything, right? NETWORK, network department. What is the label? This is the queue name. What is a queue email? A queue can have an email, right? I will say network @AIRTL airtel.in, or escalation or finance. You can say if you're doing it for Apollo Hospital, you can say finance department. Any type of finance escalation issues, you can pass it to this finance@apollo.in. I'm just taking it. That's it. Now, what does this queue will support? Cases. You see that custom object applicant. You see that all the custom objects are visible. Patient, right? I want, right, the payments, patients, operations to be routed here. So you can see that, right? All of them will be available here. Operations, custom job objects are available. You can see lead, right? Before a lead, right? I don't know whether this lead is correct or not. I want to pass it to a team. They will verify that. How can you pass it to a team? Through queue. You have to create a queue. So I'm saying this queue will support only cases. Okay, fine. Who will be handling this queue? You can add person directly. Rupam will be handling. You can add by roles and subordinate. Roles. Anybody with territory manager, or I will say roles and subordinate. Anyone below India. President and below India. You can say by group. By group, I will say technical support 1. Anybody who is part of this group, anybody who has a role and below called President India. Okay, let's remove it. I will just by role. Anybody who has, right, a role called as, right, President India, only one person, he will be assigned this case. Group, whoever is part of this group will be assigned. I click on save. A queue got created. Network department. Now what is the usage? Let's go to the usage. I go to the, right, I go ahead and click on, I open the end user screen, right? I click on app manager, right? I click on service module because the queue will support case. So I'm created a queue. I'm going to route a case to the queue. I click on cases, right? I click on cases. Let's say that not happy. I open this case. I'm not able to resolve. I'm the owner. You can say that. I change the ownership. I say change owner. Search a people, search a queue. Queue. What is the queue we have taken? What was the queue that we created? We created called as network department. NETWOR. There we go. Network department. Send a notification. Click change owner. I am no more the owner. Who is the owner? A queue is the owner. A owner of a record in Salesforce can either be a queue or a person. Now you see that automatically I'll receive email. I'll receive an email. Right? I'll receive an email. A case has been assigned to you. Right? It'll come. Right? Automatically an email will be generated. A case has been assigned to you. It takes time, but it'll be there. Right? So who is the owner now? Right? Everybody who is assigned to that queue will receive a notification. It's something like a team handling a work. It's a group work. A group work can be done with the help of a queue. If you have a queue, you can go ahead and you can assign a lead, an order to a queue. The queue will process it. Or a custom object. You create any custom object. Operation has to be assigned to a queue. Operation department. They will assign which doctor is available, and in turn, they will assign this to that particular doctor. The team will receive it, notification. And later they can change it to people. I mean, people, when I say that is nothing but users. You can change the ownership. That's how,
Okay.
right, a queue works. Any question?
Yeah. So these members of the queue can decide the members of the team member of for this record and everything.
Yeah, they
When
have
they
to
can
decide,
assign the team member.
right? They have to decide, right? It will be allocated to everyone. It's something like, that happens in all in the call center or email support center. They receive the email in a one box and everybody can see that email. Whoever right clicks and say that assign to me, that email get assigned to him and he'll start working on that email query. Let's say that there is a web, right, email processing center where customer asks question and people, the employees will answer the question through email. So hundreds and hundreds of email comes in, right? We use queue. Yes, we do use queue. So all the people will be now. No, I want directly a case to be assigned, right? I'm not sure, right, whether if I assign to a queue, somebody will pick this up or not. It'll be lying in the queue. Everybody will be picking others. They will not pick up that particular case. I want an auto assign to be happened. Auto assign can be done from where, right? Okay, right. Auto assign can be done with something called as case assignment rule, which is under service. Case assignment rule. You can say that. Case assignment rule, right? Automatically assign a case to a user or to a queue. As soon as the case is created, I want immediately, automatically to be assigned. See, automation. Actually, I thought to do it on Monday onwards, automation, but let's start now, slowly, right? Automation. Automatically, I want a queue to be assigned to a person based on a condition. I'll say new. I will say Hyderabad cases, rule name, HYDRABAD, Hyderabad cases, Hyderabad VIP cases, active. I'm activating right now. I click on save, right? So, okay, right. Now I open it. First step, what I did, I just clicked on new, right? Clicked on Hyderabad case, it created a queue, right? It created a rule. And now I click on the rule. I go and make a new rule entry. New rule entry. What is the rule? Now I will write give the rule. Number one, what is that? Whenever case, right, case origin is equals to phone, somebody is calling by phone, insert, and right, I'll not go to the case, I will give contact mailing city equals to Hyderabad, contains Hyderabad, contact mailing city Hyderabad, and contact mobile number, contact email, contact mobile number. Contact mobile number is a fancy number, contains 999 999, all and you can change the logic, 1 or 2 and 3 or something. Then what do you want to have? Select the queue or a user to be automatically assigned. I'll select a user, right? And you can say that assigned to Rupam or assigned to Rahul Dravid automatically. Email template. You can create a communication template on, right? On where? On the case. And you can send, this case has been assigned to you. This case has been assigned to you. This case has been assigned to you. Right? This case has been assigned to you. Just give me a sec, guys. 1 minute. I'm getting a call. Just give me a second. Class in the morning 3 classes, evening 2 class, తర్వాత ఆఫీస్ అసలు టైమే దొరకట్లేదు. నేను 3 o'clock అవుతుంది నాకు నైట్ నిద్రపోయేదాకా. సాటర్డే సండే లైటింగ్ క్లాసెస్. క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను. చెప్పండి. ఓకే, మీరు పెడతారా? నేను క్లాస్ పెడతాను. 6:30 తర్వాత క్లాస్. ఓకే, నేను ఆన్సర్ చేస్తాను. షూర్ ఆన్సర్ చేస్తాను. ఓకేనా? నో ఇష్యూస్. థ్యాంక్స్. బాయ్. Calling for a certification questions to answer. Okay, anyhow, fine. So if you have email template, you can select the email template. Rahul will be informed, right? Rahul will be informed, right? Rahul will be informed, right? Same, optionally select the predefined case team to be added to the case. Any defined case team you want to add? You remember that we created a case team, high profile case resolver, where Amitabh Bachchan was there as a part of arbitrator. We created this case team from our side. You want to assign, you can assign. You can replace any existing predefined case team with this. You might have 20, you might have multiple case team. So already if a case has a team, it will remove this and it will put the one which we are taking it, right? So do not reassign owner. Do not reassign. That means this ownership will not change. It will remain with Rahul. If you check this, do not reassign owner. So what happens whenever there is a case origin is phone from Hyderabad with a mobile number 999, it will be automatically, as soon as you click the save button, it will be assigned to Rahul Dravid. Like this, you can create multiple rules. You can reorder them 1, 2, 3, 4. First system will check. If it falls in the first category, it will not go to the rule. It will not go to the second one. I can create multiple rules with the same condition again. Same condition. Which one to check? You can create multiple. By the way, it's all active. We call them as auto assignment rules. Auto assignment rules. Auto assignments. Automatically it has to be assigned, activated. Next time you go ahead and create a case, you'll see that we'll do it in the last, by the time the rule get activated. We create, right? We create, right? Right. We create rules like this, auto assignment rules in the real time. We create auto assignment rules in the real time. Clear? How to create auto assignment rule? We'll see the, let it reply. We'll go to some other topic and then we'll come back again. Right? So auto assignment rule. Same way, case auto response rule. Right? Automatically determine which template to use when sending an automatic response message for a new case. Whenever you create a new case, I want automatically the customer to be informed. Your case has been registered, your case number is this, and this is the case title. We will get back to you within 48 hours. In case if you are not, then please call our customer service with this case number. You can create a mail template. Select new. It's asking me rule name, and then it'll ask you the same thing. After you create a rule, select the auto response rule and list the rule entries. So I'm saying auto email, AUTO, auto email, auto email, auto email. Right? I click on save. I'm not activating at this moment. Same thing the way I created the assignment rule. Now click on it. You can add a new entry. You can write different condition, different email templates, different criteria. You can say for Hyderabad there's a one email. For Chennai there's another email. So you can write like this, one after one. Or in Hyderabad, right? In Hyderabad, if it's Jubilee Hills, that email will be very polite. If it's some other area, right, based on that, you can give a condition. I will say Hyderabad Jubilee Hills, HOID, JUBLI, or high posh customer or VIP customers. VIP customers, I'll have a different email. Then you can define who is a VIP. Whenever the case number is this, whenever the case origin is this, whenever the case reason is this, whenever all these things you will say. Right? Specify the name and address to include in the auto response from line. Right? You can use your organization-wide email address also. You can say that we created what we created, right? The center email address must be either one of your verified. So you can say customer care, and you can use the one which we created, rupam.sfdc88@gmail.com. It will go to that email template, right? Select a survey. You can select a survey. You can select send a survey to the case contact and auto response rules are met. So a survey will be sent. We will talk about this survey creation and everything. Currently, we don't have. So see, email templates. I can have different email templates for different set of customers. And depending on that, every customer will not receive the same email. If it's a Jubilee Hills customer, they might receive a very polite email and with a lot of goodness. Right? Other customer, okay email, something like this. I'm just giving you, right? We call that as case auto response rules. Right? Case auto response rules. Case comment triggers. Here we have to write a class. Somebody writes a comment. Based on comment, I want an email to go. Based on comment, I want it to be assigned to a team, to a queue. You can do that. All this programming, we'll see this. Right? Email to case, right? Automatically, right? We will talk about it as we go inside. Web to case, right? For automatically, from your company page, a case can be created. Web to case HTML generator, right? You can create a link, right? Capturing the case information from your website, your official website. You can capture a case, contact us page. From that page, I will available field and selected field. I will start mapping, right? So automatically you fill the form there and automatically be available here, right? So okay, right? We will see this later as we go on, right? Web to case, email to case, and everything, right? So queue we have done. Now let's go ahead and see the remaining. What is that? I'm going down to company settings. Company settings. This is the place where you set your company related information. What does that mean? For example, business hours. I want my default timing is, US Los Angeles. I will say new business hour. I'm creating my own business hour. I'll say India business hour. What is the timing? It's 5.5 hours plus GMT. 5.5 hours plus GMT. Does your India work 24/7? No, we don't work on Saturday and Sunday. Remove it. or you can specify the time. Only this time only people from India would be able to log in. I'll say 24/7. Use this as a default. I create save, right? What is that? You cannot select active, okay, active and click on save, right? Default is now what? India business hours. No more it will show you US timing. It will show you India, because earlier US was default. Now India is default. I can create like this lot of business hours. I will say Japan, JAP, Japan business hour. What is this? Japan is nothing but how much? So Japan, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Japan standard time plus 9 hours. Active? Yes. Not default. Yes, we do business there. These are all active, active, active. We do US business in US, India, and Japan. Next, I'll come to holidays. We'll enter the holiday, right? October 2nd, Gandhi Jayanti. Right? I'm maintaining holidays in my system. Gandhi Jayanti. You can give a description. When it is on October 2nd. Save. I'll go to the holiday. I'll create one more holiday called as Chinchui Day. Celebrated when? Let's say that in November it's celebrated. November 17th. I say save. 2 holidays I have created. Now I will go to my business hours and I will link my holidays to business hours. I click on India business hour, scroll down, add or remove holidays, and I will add or remove holidays to our business hour. We created Gandhi Jayanti. Save. India business hour, Gandhi Jayanti added. I go to next, right? Japan. I have one more business hour. Japan business hour. I click on add and remove. There I select, let's say Japan select both. They do celebrate Gandhi Jayanti also. Let's assume Chinchui Day and this. Add it. Business hour has been set. Next, any type of company information is available under company information tab. You want to close your org, deactivate the org. Something like deactivating the account. The whole deployment will be vanished. Right? You cannot access it. All the users, if you deactivate it, all the users will lose the access, all the data will be lost. Deactivate. Your right. What is your right? Your see default time zone, it's still showing here. We have to change here. Right? Plus, this is your Salesforce organization ID, unique ID. Unique ID. Every organization is created in Salesforce will have its own ID called org ID. So this is your org ID. From here you get it. I click on edit, right? I click on edit. You can see that you can change your default time zone to India, right? 5.5 hours plus, right? You can, and I can go ahead, and your default currency currently only one. You can say USD, you can change the default currency. You can click on activate multiple currencies. This is most important. Whenever you want to do a business in multiple currencies, you can activate the multiple currency by checking this box. You can go ahead and you can change the company name. India Private Limited dot. Say that I'm adding 2 dots. Whoever created this, whoever created it, right? Whoever initially created, his name will be appearing here. You can remove it. You can put Shah Rukh Khan. It need not to be a user. You can give your company city, address, fax number, phone number, anything, everything you can maintain here. That's not important. The important is your time zone. The important is your multiple currency. Do you want to receive newsletters? No. Do you want to receive admin newsletter? No. Right? Enable translation. Does your company allow translations? Yes, for the moment. Translation. I want in Telugu, everything. Right? I showed you, right? If you remember, all screen changing to Japanese, did I? Yes or no? No? Yes or no? No. Okay.
No.
No issues. I'll show you that. Enable translation for the moment. I click on save. As soon as I click on save, my multiple currency get activated, and I have an option called as multiple currency setup. Now I can set up currency multiple. My base currency, mute please. My base currency is USD. I can say new currency. I can add. What is the currency type? INR. Currency conversion. See, I'm taking fixed. In my integration classes, you'll see how to get it live from xe.com, because currency keeps on fluctuating every second. I want to get it live. Most of the company doesn't take live. They take something called as, they called it as hedge rate. Hedge rate. What is a hedge rate? Hedge rate is nothing but a currency conversion rate fixed for a some particular time, right? For 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, they are fixed for a certain time. We call them as hedge rate. We call them as hedge rate. We call them as hedge rate. We call them as hedge rate, right? Most of the company goes by hedge rate. Most of the company goes by hedge rate. They will lock the exchange rate for 3 months, right? So I'm going, initially my rate is this, save, hedge rate. Now I will say, right, like this, I will add a lot of currencies. New yen, Japanese yen, Japanese yen. I don't know the currency conversion. All you have to connect to the base dollar. So I don't know. So I'm just taking some random number. 20.23. 20 Japanese yen equals to $1. Save. I've added the currencies. Like this, you'll add currencies. Now, do you want future date rated currency setup? Yes. Then go ahead and enable advance. Once you enable advance, you can't disable it. Yes, enable. Now you see that I have enabled future rated. All the currency rates are gone. Fixed rates are gone now. All the currency fixed rates, that whatever I created is gone, vanished. You have manage date rated currency, dated exchange rates. I'll say continue. This is how the company works, right? I will say new exchange rate. What is this, right? Till which date? Start date from today. From today, this is the amount. I'll say save. From today, right? Wait, I'll say new exchange rate. From when? From when? From November 17th onward, it will be 70. This will be 18. 1 USD equals to this much. Say 17th November onwards. Remember that. Next, new exchange rate. This is how the real time prefers. They go by this. From December 1st or December 17 onwards, rate will be 77. This will be 24. I will click on save. Right now, you select the date here. Right, October 28, same, go, same price. Now I change from October to November 25th, go, see 70, 73 became 70, 18, right? Now I change the date from November to December, December 25th, go, the 70 will become 77. Date base. Most company go by hedge rate. They don't take live rates. Live rate. But in case if you want a live rate, yes, right? As I told you in my class, almost everything is from the real time. So yes, I gave you a real time date conversion, real time currency rate picking up from the live environment. I have Now in the integration class, you'll be able to see. These are called date-based currencies. This is how you set up your currencies in the real time. Currency in the company information, you have currency setup. You set up how the end user will use, where the end user will use. Whenever the end user goes to, okay, it's refreshing, let it refresh. Right, whenever the end user clicks on view all and then he clicks on sales module, he goes to opportunity. He will have an option now to choose the currency. Quote, wherever there's a currency option is there. New, for example, I'm creating a new opportunity, right? I can choose the currency. See, INR, JPY, USD. You can choose INR. I want to do whatever entry you're entering INR, right? When you pull the report, system will convert that to, based on that date and everything, it will do a conversion. INR. You can do a multiple currencies. Your Salesforce is capable of handle multiple currencies, right? This is the way you set up currency setup. It gives you all the licenses and everything that you have in the company information. Next, language settings. What are the language that is available for your org? No, I'm removing everything. I have my business in Japan, and recently we've opened something in, right? Let's say that we open something, these are the languages available, right? So that's it. Only 2 language I'm enabling. I click on save. In my company, only 2 languages works. Where does the language will take effect? Now let's go to the end user screen. The end user clicks on his beautiful pic. He clicks on setting, right? There he can change language and time zone. You see that he has only 2 languages. I say Japanese and I click on save and everything will be changed to Japanese. Salesforce is a multi-currency, multilingual. There you go. If somebody can read Japanese, they can read now. Complete. Wherever you go, you'll be able to see Japanese.
Mr. Rupa, how about the time zone? I mean, the user time zone can be different than the company time zone.
Could
How
be,
does it work in the
right?
real time? Yeah.
That is, the time zone is nothing but that's a server time. The default that you're setting is the server time. Right? Tomorrow you will schedule a report. What time you should work? Which time you should work?
Yeah. Then
Based on that, then it will take the, unless until user change it in his system, that's okay. He can change it to anything, but it will work on the default time zone. Default time zone is India now. Earlier, everywhere,
default
whenever,
time zone of company is India,
right?
but the user still has the
Not a
I
problem.
think
That's okay.
PDT.
System will calculate. No, that's okay.
So system will take the company default time
Company
zone.
default time zone. That's correct. Every time system will take. See, every time it was taking Los Angeles PDT. Whenever you see any time, it's taking PDT because that was a default. Now it will take that as a default, whereas a user has an
So
option to change.
so what is the use of user's time zone then?
That is for user login, right? User time zone, right, is at what time the user is. See, now I'm in India, 5:45 p.m. user time zone, right? Will I set my clock to US? Even my team is US. I will create at 5:45. When they see it, their time zone is US. They will be able to see this was created at 5:45 a.m. in the night as per them. With me or not?
Yeah. Yes.
Right? Created on this time. This is created on India time, right? When they will see, they will look at different time, equivalent time they will see because their default time zone is US. So it will show. I will say that I created 5:45. You will say, oh, right, you created at 4:30 in the morning. I'll say no, 5. No. Okay, so that's the way it will work.
So, if for example the user is working from India and the company is maybe US based, and we want to schedule a job, so we'll have to take care. I mean, we have to work according to the company time zone. And
All the schedule will work to the default time zone.
okay.
So all the future Apex schedule will work based on default time zone. Default time zone is set to India now. So whenever you are scheduling it, it will work as per the India timing 12, not at US time 12. Right?
Okay. And
Then
same way currency.
what is the
Yeah.
purpose of user timing then? Right? The
Mm.
the user timing is to take the timestamp when it was scheduled, right? When it was created. I created an account when it was created, right? So it'll take it.
And same way for currency, for the user, local user in India, it'll make an
Will
opportunity maybe in
see,
currency,
that's correct.
Indian rupee, and it
That's
will
correct.
get converted automatically for
Yeah.
users in
Here you see that
US.
I can say that my default currency is INR. If I'm an Indian
Hmm.
user, the user will do
Hmm.
its setting. Okay, let me change it back to English now. Save. So a user can state whenever he logs in, I don't want it should show in USD. I want it should show in INR. My India time is not Los Angeles. By the time it's taking default, it's 3.5 hours plus, right? So I'll set it. So next time when I go and I open an opportunity or lead, by
Hmm.
default currency will be what? INR. It will not show in USD now, right? So next time when I go
Okay,
and create an
but
opportunity,
for a manager in US, how will he see it? He.
when he wants to open a report, it will show in INR only. It will show in INR only. Multi-language, every software has the same thing,
Hmm.
right? It will show in INR only there. It was saved unless until he goes ahead and pull a report and he says that convert everything to, right? If he pulls on report, it will show all, right? There he has to say convert it to USD. Then all the currencies will be converted to USD. Then it will
Okay.
use the hedge rate. It will multiply and it will show you. But when he opens the opportunity, you will be able to see, for example, this is in USD. I'll still see in USD only, right? It was created in USD, it's still showing in USD. It will not change to INR. See that it's showing equivalent INR amount now. See?
Oh, okay. Hmm.
So because I set my currency as what now? INR. Deal was created as what?
Okay.
USD.
Used.
So it's
Hmm.
showing as INR.
Okay.
System will show. It is taking the hedge rate. My date range based. It is going by the created date.
Hmm.
Right? Getting it? Which date it's taking? Question
Okay.
is that. It's going by the created date. On the date it was created. Right?
Okay.
Here's the date. Suppose next I make a change on 17th of November that the hedge rate will change. It will pick up a new hedge, it will pick up a new hedge rate. On 12th, this product was entered. So on 12th, 16,000, 16,000 USD is nothing but this much amount. It's showing in INR. Everywhere it show now it in equal amount conversions. Same way, if you make in USD, then INR will be converted to USD and it will show in your screen. Right? If I say 70,000, it will show you,
Hmm.
right? It will show you, right? 1000 INR, 1000 USD, sorry, 1000 USD, something like that. It will convert it back. So Salesforce is doing this all multiple currencies, right?
Okay.
That's the
Thank you.
reason it is called as multilingual, multi-language, multilingual, multi-tenant Salesforce. Clear? Language settings,
Yes.
right?
Thank you.
That's good. Next, right? Next, fiscal year, financial year, right? It is my financial year starts from where? From January or April, and we will call them by ending of the month always. Any financial year is called by the end of the month or end of the year. No, I do business quarterly, right? We have a quarterly updates. We do quarterly business. Then go to the custom fiscal year. Whenever you come here, please involve your client before you go ahead and enable this. Remember that these are irreversible changes. Once you make a change, you cannot make this change again. Once you make a change, you will not be able to make a change again. Right? Irreversible changes. Irreversible changes. Right? You cannot make a change again. Right? So, it's okay. I understand this. Enable. Again, it will give you. Enabling this cannot be undone. You can see that first line. Yeah, my trainer told me. I know. Okay. Enabled. Here you can have your custom fiscal year. Right? These all are finance. You might not be able to understand. 445, 544, 544, 454, 3334, 3343, 3433, 4333. What are these? Each quarter has 13 weeks. 3 months is one quarter. Every 3 months is a quarter. Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. 3 into 4, 12. First quarter, there will be 13 weeks. In 3 months, there will be 13 weeks. In some of the month, I have to distribute. I cannot equally distribute. 444. 448, 8 plus 5, 13. So first month, 4 weeks. Second month, 4 weeks. Third month, 5 weeks. You can go ahead. Or you can say that, no, let's not focus on week. Focus on month. 12 months equals to year, but actually not. 13 months is equals to year. What, Rupam? First time we are hearing, since childhood we have been hearing that 12 months equals to year. 1 year equals to 12 months. But no, in fiscal year, in financial year, 13 month is, it goes to the 13 month. 1 day extra it goes here and there, 2 days, 3 days. Right? So you might not be able to understand. No, we don't want this headache. I want 12 months a year. The normal, which you have been learning from day one. Most of the business goes by these. Either this or this. Most of the business goes by this. I say continue. See now. Wait. Right. Here. Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. Every quarter will have 3 months. First month, second month, third month. Every month will have 4 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 week will have 7 days. It's giving you. Right? What is my starting day of my year? My starting day is from April 1st. My starting day. Calendar refresh. Right? It's showing 7 days, 7 days, 7 days. When your year will end? My year is ending on when? See that? Right? 31st it should end. The last week should have 1 day. See? Then only it will end on 31st. Because again from 1st of April, new quarter will start. Now you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. Every month will have 4 weeks. Each week will have 7 days. So that, right? I've taken this. Total 13 month it went. If it's a 12 month, my business would have ended here itself. Go ahead and count. You might be thinking, what? First month, from April 1st, I'm starting. April 1st. April 1st, my business start. 1st to 7th, 7 days. 8 to 14, you can see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 month is taking. And that's correct. It ends on 13 month. Go and split it and see. Right? Financial year. Right? Financial year is not 12 months. It's 13 months. Is it? It came 13 months. Then only if it's exact 30 months, then only you see that it's ending on 31st 3 2021. Go ahead and check. There's no mistake anywhere. That is, the dates are also there. If I start on 1st of April, right, by the time we end 31st of next year, it will be 13 months. How come it will be 13 months? Right? April to March is 12 months. Everyone knows. Yes, I know that. But when you do, that's the magic. Go and check it out. Find whether any dates is double, double, double or not anywhere. No, right? Definitely not. Definitely not. Right? Definitely not. So that's the reason you'll not be able to understand. So you don't put your brain here. Let the finance analyst of that particular client puts the brain here and he will set it. Right? How many days, extra days to fix this? So 13 months will, from this year, from last April to March 31st, there are 13 months are there. Right? Numbers are given here. I will say done. Save. My fiscal year setting is done. Quarter one, quarter two. It start on 1st of April 2020. It ends on 31st of March 2021 next year. In between, there are 13 months are there. But as per your calendar, you know there are only 12 months. So put on the paper, you will see 13 months. What is the financial year? 2021. Like this, you can create financial years in the company. Financial years. Financial years. So that I'm doing here, right? And finally, these all are classic only, guys. Classic is inside the lightning. These are not lightning. Holidays, whatever I'm building, these are all classic screens. Go and check in classic, it's the same thing. Right? So we have seen business hours, company information, right? Fiscal year, holidays, language settings, my domain. We will use it for lightning. My domain is used for lightning. You need to have a company page. You need to have a domain to host your component. It's like a company page, web page. Because we don't have a company web page, we can try and register one to check whether it's available or not. Check availability. We have already taken it. Oh, LT102 not taken. So it's available. Right? So company domain. You can go ahead and you can register a company domain. Useful for mostly for lightning components. Next, data protection privacy. Nothing. It's just one right checkbox. Don't disturb it. There's nothing. Yes or no. Next, calendar settings. You can create public calendar, team calendar. You can create a resource calendar, projector. In my company, there is only one projector. I want people to book the projector so that nobody fights. I have a meeting, he has a meeting. He's saying, I want the projector. He's saying, I want the projector. I will create a calendar called as Sony projector. Now, in the calendar, book it. 2 to 3 is mine. 5 to 7 is yours. Same way, I can go with public calendar. A calendar, I will say company calendar. Company leave calendar. Suppose your company is small, then you can put this. What I'm saying. Right? I say save. One calendar got created. That's it. Create a calendar. Where do you see? End user can see when they click on app manager, they click on view all, right? Here they see calendar. In this somewhere it's there. You will be able to see. AB. Here it is. Calendar. It shows your calendar by default. When you have a meeting, when you have a right here, you can see others' calendar also. You can activate add calendar. The one such people, right? I'll say not people, public calendar, the one which I just created. It will take time. What I'll say, company, what I created, okay, company leave calendar. See, I'm adding it to my calendar. It will be added. Now I will update my leave here so that everyone can see. I say, I check it. Now I'm selecting this. So this is a calendar, but what, where it will go, right? I will say this and this date, right? I click here. I will say, right, this to this date, I'll be out of office from September 29th, or let's say that from October 1st, October 2nd to right October 2nd to October 4th. Rupam is out of office. RUPM Rupam OOO out of office. Click save. Oh, see, and this will be visible to everyone. This will be visible to everyone. out of office, right? So it will be visible to everyone, right? Clear? This is how you put out of office or public calendar you can start using, right? And how do you create the calendar? We create the calendar from here called as public calendar. By this, we complete your company settings. Business hours you have seen, calendar you have seen, company information you have seen, critical update. Any type of update you want to install, it will be visible here, right? Salesforce wants a patches to be installed. There's nothing called, it will get downloaded, it will get installed. You just need to come and say activate. Enable UI local form. Change the way the dates and times and numbers using a local. Looks like this. Already activated. So deactivate. No. You can control the installation. Updates. Wherever it's required, go ahead and click on update. Activate. Read it and then activate, guys. Right? There could be some beta release because these are all beta release updates. Any critical update admin can see here. Any fixes, patches. We call them as all this comes under company information. Clear now? Company information. Any question on company information? Company settings, business hours, calendar, company information, critical update, data protection and privacy. That's nothing but checkbox, right? Fiscal year, holidays, language setting, my domain. We have seen everything. The last one we will see is called security. We'll take a little bit of time here. Security. We will see fast. Couple of them are not required now, right? Couple of them just here because these are some technical. We have to come later. Activations. Whichever user logging for whichever location it is, the IP address will be seen here. When first time they logged in from which IP address. Activation. Whatever was got activated, whichever IP got activated can be seen from here. Whichever browsers got activated, it can be seen from here. That's it. You want to remove an IP address, remove it. Next time again it will ask the user for authenticating it. See, one time you authenticate, it doesn't ask again and again because it's registered here. Whenever a new IP address comes and it checks that it's not here, then only it asks for a passcode, right? Security code. We see from this place called
Meaning the
privilege.
the two time authentication. I mean,
Yep, that's correct. Whenever the system is sending you, right, a
okay.
passcode, it will be registered here. Next, course. Technical, we'll see later. Here you will enter any third-party website you want to access within Salesforce. Salesforce will block any type of JavaScripts, cross-origin resource sharing. No, I want that respective JavaScript to work on that third-party website. In such case, you have to enter the website here. Enter the original URL pattern, right? Flipkart.com. You'll just enter the URL. Right? Flipkart.com. What is the use? You'll not be able to understand now. Once we start doing, I said done, right? Must, okay, backslash remove .com. Done. Don't put backslash. Flipkart.com. Whitelisted. That means not blacklisted, not blocking. Whitelisted means allow. These websites will be allowed inside the Salesforce. Costs. Total, there are 3 places where you'll enter the website. Next, CSP trusted site. Site which you trust, right? Where, right, web addresses that your organization can use to access resource from Lightning components and everything. CSP. In Lightning, we need it. What is the trusted name? Flipkart. We use, we'll see later. I enter the name. Flipkart. Active, yes. Right? Whitelist, whitelist, whitelist. This is also whitelist. To whitelist. When to enter in course, when to enter in CSP trusted site, and when to enter in remote site setting. One more is there. Third one, remote site setting. Click new, right? Site name is Flipkart. I told you there are 3 places where you'll be entering it. When to enter where? One Flipkart, 3 locations, remote site setting, course, CSP trusted site. Depending on the requirement, you will decide where to add this. And that we will see when we come to the programming. We'll see. Then I'll explain when to add in the CSP, when to add in the course, when to add in the remote site settings. 3 different places. Why should I add Flipkart now? Which one of them? I want to access Flipkart on the page. That's all I'll tell you as you go inside. Remember that there are 3 places where you enter or store website, external website information. Next, certificate and key management. Don't disturb this. Don't disturb this. Not your work. Don't create any key store, import keys. These are encryption and decryption. Certificate validity, right? If your development team or ask you're an admin, they want a certificate, just come and create a CSN certificate or self-signed certificate. If you take self-signed certificate, then you have to be available in the org. Tomorrow, if you resign, that certificate will not work. That's the reason mostly we create a self-signed certificate. It will create and you can download it. And in an attachment, you can share with them. Create a self-signed certificate. What is the name? CRT 101. Company name, all these things you have to fill and then you have to save. See, save. I'm creating a certificate. Now I can download the certificate. Download certificate, signing request, download signed certificate, right? So certificate. Okay, I'll go back, cancel, sorry. Certificate, download certificate. See, it got certificate, got downloaded. This I can send them. It's a certificate now. Authentication, integration, we use it. You might not be able to understand. You can send this certificate to anyone now, whoever asks for you. Certificate based authentication from here. For now, just understand that we create here, otherwise we don't touch. Rarely we come here. Very rarely. Once a certificate is given, it's valid for 2 years. For 2 years, we don't come here again. Every certificate is valid for 2 years or 1 year. Right now, it's valid for 1 year. From today to 1 year, 2021, the certificate is valid. What is the certificate? What is the use of the certificate? We'll see in the integration classes. Right? Next, delegated admin. Who are delegated admin? In real time, right? If somebody raised that, reset my password, right? I change my profile. I want a permission set. Will you look onto those? All these chiller, small things is coming to you. You have a lot of big other tasks to perform. You have to take a backup. You have to go and see the workflows, right? Right. You have to do so many things. Then what I will say is that, okay, let's do one thing. We will create a group from each Hyderabad site or from each location. We'll add two people. All small things don't come to us. Go to the user. For Hyderabad, Mr. Sachin. Anybody comes from Hyderabad with a ticket, I'll say, hey, please contact Sachin. He will be able to grant you the access. Such type of distributing user-based administrator administration to a user with a limited privilege is called delegated admin. What is a delegated admin? Limited privilege. I'm giving to whom? To a user, so that everybody can go to the Spock to that person. He will be the contact point, contact Spock, right? Anybody raise a ticket, I'll write the ticket to them. I will not work. Such type of groups are called as delegated admin. I click on new delegated admin. I will say India delegated admin. India del admin. India del admin. I'll click on save. Now, who are the delegated administrators? Here you will add the users. Who are the delegated administrators? Rahul, right? Who else? Sachin, Virat. I added both. These both are delegated admin. Delegated admin. Okay. Now, what are the powers they have? Under the user administration, I can say that they can add up to India. Up to India will give. Here it is. Or you can give one by one role. If that role is listed here, then those roles this admin can give it to anyone. I say that roles and subordinate. I say save. What does that mean? Right? If you remember that under the user, we have created roles. I'm opening another tab. Rahul can give anyone India and below, or all the Rahul and whoever the users are. I'll expand all. He can do anything from here. A sales exec got a promotion as a manager. He need not to come to me. He can go to Rahul. Rahul can give him a role called as area manager. An area manager got a promotion as a territory manager. He need not to come to me. He can go to Rahul. Rahul can assign territory manager. A territory manager got promoted to director. He need not to come to me. A director got promoted to president. Need not to come to me. A president got promoted to VP. No, Rahul cannot give now. Rahul have upper limit here only. Anything this role and below. For any type of higher roles, I will be doing it. Admin. So that's what we are deciding here. Same way profiles. Which are the profiles he can give? Don't give him system admin. Otherwise, the first thing that he will do is that he himself will assign the permission set to him. He himself will assign that profile to him. So we created a profile, right? We created a lot of profiles. What we created? We created supervisor, hospital supervisor, right? Rahul can, if somebody wants a hospital supervisor profile, they need not to come to me. They can go to Rahul, right? See, if somebody joins as a new trainee, okay, I know that. So that's exactly the warning message. Don't give him admin, otherwise he will himself will assign as admin, right? So be careful. Yes, I will not, right? You can say that. Same, right? Permission set. Which is the permission set he can give to someone else? We created permission sets, right? Special project, right? Permission sets I created. So whichever I created, I'm taking it. Same way permission set group. If somebody wants a special project permission, they need not to come to me. I'll say go to Rahul. Rahul can assign you, or go to this particular user. All the delegated admins. Same way, group, team. Somebody wants to remove himself from a team. Raise a ticket. Go to delegated admin. Don't come to me. All these chiller activities are done by delegated admins, not by us. Right? You have selected option is save. That's good. Right? Go back. Delegated admin. Anybody wants to join this group, they can come here. Anybody wants to remove themselves from the team, they can come down, Rahul, and Rahul can do that. Whoever is a delegated admin. Same way, custom objects. We created so many custom objects. Patient. Rahul can grant access to patient object. Read, write, assign. You have to come to me. We call them as delegated admins. An admin who can control these privileges. So that, and who is that? These two people. They are part of what? India delegated admin. Such type of distribution of a work, right, of administration to a lower administrator is called delegated administrator. Only this. Can I give anything more? No. I can give only this. Delegated admin. Event monitoring, right? Event monitoring, right? Enable, disable, yes, right? What will happen, right? Any logging event data, right? User requires delete, monitor records, everything, right? Event login. System will start logging the event. Enable or disabled. 2 button. I enable it. Let's say monitoring has to be done, right? Transaction security policies, right? We'll not touch this at this moment. You can just say that enable if required, but I'll recommend not to touch. These are the default policies which will get applied, right? You have to read the help documentation to understand by enabling this what will happen. Salesforce has created a lot of rules. Those will get deployed if you enable it. So be careful. Don't do anything. Keep quiet here. Expire all password. Complete organization password will be expired. Every user, including the admin password, will get expired. If I say expire all password. Next, field accessibility, which we have already seen in the profile. Same thing is again here. You go to account. In the account, we have disabled fax. If you remember, you'll be able to see by which field. Okay, it gives you a choice by field, by profile. Which profile? Supervisor 888 profile. Same thing. What we did there, it's again available from here. You make a change here, it will be changed there. See that fax field we have read only. You now edit fax field. You now edit the fax field. Okay. You now edit the fax field. Automatically it will be edited in profile. You do it in the profile, it will be available here. Next, right? File upload and download. If you remember that on the day one, I asked you which file cannot be uploaded. People came up with HTML. Google says, but I said no, everything can be uploaded. If you come and if you block here, do not allow HTML. If you edit and if you click block, do not allow HTML. Then HTML will not be allowed. Otherwise, HTML will be allowed. Whenever there's an ABI file, any audio, visual, PDF, what happens? When you get a Gmail, any word, you click on it automatically without downloading, it opens up. That's called hybrid. Hybrid is nothing but it will open up by itself without the required source software. But if you want, you can download it. It will be executed in the browser. You can set it. If anybody uploads a movie, they cannot download it. I will upload, you'll download. No. If you upload, you can only play it in the browser. It will not allow you to download. You can stop. You can block. Somebody uploads a PDF, right? Somebody uploads a PDF. Currently, it's hybrid. Hybrid means when you click on the PDF opens up in the web browser, executes in the web browser. No, right? I want download. So that means when you click on it, it will directly download. It will not go ahead and it will not execute, or it will not open in the browser. It will directly, only option will be available is download. right? Execute means it will run on the browser. It doesn't require any download. It will play directly there. If you say download, it will not play, it will download. If you say hybrid, both. It will play in the browser, you have the option to download. We do it from here. Next, health check. Your health check should be always greater than 80%. Currently it will be 70, 76 or something. Oh, 76. What does that health check shows? How secure your system is. It shows green. Which are the places where you're failing? Which are the places you're failing? You can see that, right? For example, minimum 1 day password lifetime. Your is disabled. Standard value is enabled. Enforce IP login. Every time I have to give IP address, right? You can see your value is disabled. You want enable. Plus password complexity requirement. Warning. Must include alphanumeric, right? But mine is what? Alphanumeric and special character. Your value is this and recommended is this. That means mine is only alphanumeric, but recommended is what? Special character also. Go ahead and click on edit and change it. Same way, click jack. Click jack. What is a click jack? If you go to Citibank, right, or any bank, right, the login page, you enter the password with a mouse click. You don't type on the keyboard, because what happens? I say login, Citibank login, Citibank. Here, so that password I have to type. See, I'm not using my keyboard. I'm clicking, right? It is 879. See that next time when I refresh, the keyboard will change. 475. Next time I refresh, right, the keyboard changed to 261. Why? Because even if you click, there are intelligent hackers who are tracking your clicks. 300 by 600, 700 by 800. Each location of the screen can be captured. Again, I'll open the same keyboard and I can understand that which are the buttons you have pressed. That is the reason they are changing the keys. They are changing the keys. This is called, right? In Salesforce, by default, click check protection is activated. Whatever I click on Salesforce, right? Any click tracking software cannot track it. Where I'm clicking, I click on here, right? Immediately, hacker will understand that you're using a public computer. They will check, oh, Rupam logged to Salesforce. He clicked there, right? But with the click check protection, you cannot. Click check protection is enabled for Salesforce, but whenever you create a Visualforce page, you have to do a click check protection. Your custom pages, which will start from Monday, right? Not this Monday, next Monday, not the coming Monday. After the coming Monday, when we start programming, we'll see click jack protection. Currently disabled. We have to what we have to do? Enable. If I do enable it, immediately it will cross 80%, and I'll be within the privilege. Login access policies. Single sign-in. Right? Login access policy. Let us talk about this first. Okay. What is that? Administrator can log in as you. Woof. If you check this, administrator can log in as any user. Click on save. So who is the administrator? Rupam. Can I log in as Rahul? Yes. But for that, Rahul has to give me a permission. Where Rahul will give me permission? Rahul will go to his username, will click on his settings. Unless until he gives a permission, you cannot, right? Grant account login access. Here it is. Grant access for 1 day. Your Salesforce support team can log in only for 1 day as you, as you, as you. Suppose they make any data changes and everything. Don't worry. It will be on their name. Even though they logged in as you, it will be on their name. In a bracket, the name will come, right? Who is the admin who modified the record? So even though if you give a grant access to anyone, it's safe, completely safe. Whether do you want to allow this or not, your company might not trust. If you don't, then disable it. Safe. Administrator cannot log in as a user. We do here. Next, name credentials. Right? These are some endpoint URL based authentication. Right? Whenever we want a call out endpoint integration, we also come and put the URL here. Fourth place, sorry, not three, four places. Name credentials. Here also it requires a certificate. The way we created a certificate, to validate that website, whether it's a genuine or not, we need a certificate from them. The way we downloaded it, we created and downloaded. And then I told you can send it to whoever asks. Same way, right? If you are connected to Facebook, Facebook will download a certificate and will give it to you. You will upload it here, certificate. Right? These are for integration, not required. Leave it. Network access, we have seen. IP based blocking. This is enabling. Whichever IP address if you give, those IP address can only access Salesforce. We have seen profile also same thing. This is an organization based, that is a profile based. Here we say that okay, from India they can log in, but there you can say that from particular state you cannot log in. A profile called admin cannot log in from Maharashtra, for example. I will take the Maharashtra IP address. Can we? Yes, we can. Network. Same way password policy you have seen in profile. 90 days password will expire. 3 password remember. Password cannot contain the same thing. Right? Message. Yep. Question.
So the network policy here, does it override the user profile password policy, or
Yes. The password policy here is a default one. It doesn't override. Right? It doesn't override. Whatever you do, whatever you create, whatever you put here, right? This whatever you see here, right? When a profile is created, by default system will take from here.
Okay.
Then you change it there.
You can change it there. Yeah.
It's something called default. So profile, whatever is there.
So ultimately that will be taken care of for that user. Okay.
Right. So now same thing what you
and can we just restrict one IP address, for example, only one?
Yeah, from this to this one IP restriction. See here, it's opening, it's not restriction. Whichever IP address you give, right, that only can be used, right? Other than this, so enter all the IP address of the world and don't put that IP address in the world. That means everybody in the world can access except that IP address. You can do that.
Okay.
So you can unblock everyone except one. So there we go. You can do this, right? Next, you need not this. You don't require this in real time, but it's there. Next, right? Platform encryption. I don't want you to touch these all. These are encryption. How the email has to go out. All these are right. So all encryption keys. Don't come here and don't do anything. Let it be there as it is. Key management and encryption. Don't touch that. Right? Private connect. What is a private connect? Right? You can ignore all these things. Right? There are a couple of them are there which we right. Any inbound connection, outbound connection. These are all integration. AWS region. Right? These are all part of integration. For now, you can ignore all these things. That's the reason I'm coming in the last. Private connect. You want to connect some website, you can go ahead and you can create an inbound connection. You can create an outbound connection. Right? Outbound is nothing but you're sending a data from Salesforce to third party system. Integration class, when you come inbound, outbound, then you will come here. We will see this. Right? Next, right? Remote site setting. I told you here also we enter the site address whenever you're writing an API call. Right? Whenever you want an organization to invoke from Salesforce, we do it here. There are 4 places where you enter the website. 3 directly and 1 with certificate. These are the 3 directly. What are those? Remote site setting, CORS, CSP trusted. Whereas name credentials ask you with certificate. When to use what is the question. We'll see later. right? When we come to the integration, we'll see. Security alerts, right? Again, all the security alerts will be here, right? Any type of message Salesforce want to pass to you, you can see here. You can click on it, you can read, get more details. Session management, right? Every user that logged in will be able to, you can see here from here, right? You can see MGIJJ is my parent session. On that, I'm opening multiple session. One, two. See, two sessions are opened. All those are captured here. I'm opening multiple sessions. If you want to kill, you can kill anything. As soon as you kill, immediately the user will be disconnected from Salesforce. An admin do? Yes, an admin can do. An admin can current live disconnect a user. If I click on remove, I'll be immediately kicked off from the Salesforce, right? So you can see all the list of users. Whoever you select and you kick off, he'll be removed. Session management. Current activated sessions. What are the sessions that are open? Session settings. Here you can decide two-factor authentication. No, I want only Lightning login, or I want only username and password. Right. Whenever somebody clicks on logout, where do you want to take? I want to take you to the Citibank page. Copy this, put it here. Going forward, whenever you click on the logout button, it will take you to Citibank page. Whenever a new user is created, then what will happen? Right? Whenever a new user is created, right? The email will be valid for 7 days. That means today you send a new user creation email, it will be the activation email will be there for 7 days validity. You can choose from here. 1 day, 7 days, 180 days. That's it. You don't have any other days in between to choose. Clear? Right? Next, finally the sharing setting, OWD. Small topic, but let me explain you in Monday class. We'll take 10-15 minutes here because I just want to explain. I don't want to do it in a hurry and run away from here because this will be interview question. So this one, because we are already running out of time, so we will deal with this on next class. Sharing setting. Only one thing I'll leave pending. View setup audit trial. This is the place where you can see all the changes that are happening in the system. Who is creating a holiday? Who created a group? Who go ahead and added a fun club to the admin delegated group? See, who added special project to admin? I want to know. Special project is very important. How can you give it to delegated admin? Who did that? How will you know? Here, setup audit trial. Setup audit trial, if you remember yesterday, or I told you that, it doesn't capture transactional data. It captures setup data, configuration data, metadata. Whereas in the object, when you have an option called as tracking history, they track the data. Here we are tracking who is doing what in the system. Only in the server level. View setup audit trial. The last one is called whitelisted URL. Here also you have to add a URL. So total 4 plus 1, 5 places you have to add URL. Whitelisted. Whitelisted URL. Whitelisted URL. That means don't block this URL. Whitelisted URL for redirects. You click a button. I want the system to take me to Citibank. Redirection URLs. So total 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1, 5. Name credential is with certificate. Remaining are, what were those? Course, CP trusted site, right? Then you have remote site setting, and last is the whitelisted. All are whitelisted only, but so many places you have to enter. Every requirement is different, which we'll see in the programming. When to put in course, when to put in remote site setting, when to put in whitelisted URL for redirect. we'll see as we go in the development classes. So we completed, we have walked through everything except the sharing settings, which is called OWD, right? Actually, that was the one which I left and I should have covered that. But other than this, I covered everything. So we will cover tomorrow. Tomorrow, no class. Tomorrow, no class. Your link will remain same. Monday, we will start. The first thing that we'll start is sharing settings. We'll check and then we will go into the automation. We'll start automation. Then we will start automation. Clear, everyone?
Okay. Yeah. The sharing rules will come under the sharing settings.
Yeah, that's correct. OWD,
Okay.
sharing rules, sharing
Okay.
setting, because that's little important. I don't want to complete, hurry in another 5-10 minutes and jump off. No, right? There's
Okay.
nothing
Yeah.
to hurry about it, right? We'll do on Monday, right? So that's it for today.
Yes.
Monday we will start your, right? We will go ahead and we'll start your, right, automation. First we'll complete the OWD, the sharing settings or sharing rules or whatever you call it, and then we will start the automation. And next Monday we would be starting your programming, right? Nothing but your development. Next Friday we'll be completing your admin syllabus. Complete admin syllabus will be completed, right?
Yeah, look, one question.
Tell
Can I
me.
go ahead?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Is the admin, can I say it is the course is completed now, right?
No, still we have 1 week.
We are going to start the automation, means automation is also a subset
Admin.
of the admin only,
It
right?
comes under admin
Okay.
only. Yes.
Oh. So after that, the practice, and then we can go for the certification, right?
Yes, you can. I will discuss everything: certification, question papers on the Friday. Next Friday, we'll discuss everything: certification,
Okay.
question papers, right? Resumes, roles and responsibilities, right? So one topic complete, I will put everything. Then exam. Don't just. I'll ask you, when do you want to write the admin exam? 60 questions I'll give you. You
Okay.
have to write and you have to send it back to me. Now, I want to know
Okay.
also what you did. No.
Yeah,
So
correct.
So you'll have a certification, you will have one exam, question paper will be sent to you, open book.
Okay.
So, but I'll give you time, 1 or 2 days time, and send it
Okay.
back to me. So yes,
Yeah, I think I followed mostly 60 to 70% of the course, but I need to revisit every video
you have
before
to revisit every video,
taking
that
the.
obvious,
Yeah.
right? The complex part is coming for Monday. Wait,
Okay.
these are all simple part. Next week class, right? By Wednesday, your mind will be heated and it will be bouncing. That's the reason
Okay.
I kept that automation topic last, right? So you have to full-fledged focus the automation topics. We will create a lot of things, flows, right? Actions. There are programmings, right? I mean, not a programming, but with the virtually we'll do a programming. So a lot of things will be there from Monday's class onwards. Okay.
Any other links so that we will be prepared for the automation class?
No, right?
No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
And most of the trainers ignore the automation because there are certain automations which are tough. They don't discuss, they don't take it. For example, auto launch flow.
Yeah.
Auto launch flow is one topic which is widely used in real time, but go ahead and ask any trainer, they will not teach you auto launch flow, right? Schedule based flow,
Okay.
schedule flow. I want to send an email next month 30th, right? How can I do that
Okay.
without programming? Today the account is created, but I don't want to send the email today to contact. I want to sell plus 10 days, schedule a email. How can I do that? Right? Automatically, I want an approval process to be created. We'll create that. I want automatically an email to go out. Welcome email. Now, immediately no, after 10 days. All these are there. Robotics. There are certain high level of robots are there, which other trainers doesn't discuss. But in my class, yes. You can compare with any other class and see that how much high level of automation I'll take you in. Right? So let's see from Monday onwards. Right? Be
One
on
last
time.
question, please.
Yes, go ahead.
So Salesforce automation JD is the same one we are going to discuss the next week, right?
Yes, correct.
Oh,
Salesforce automation
thank
JD.
you.
Same thing we
Yeah.
are going to discuss next week. Right?
Thank you.
Hey, welcome. Any other questions? Okay then. So tomorrow, no class. I'm giving you a holiday on the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti. First time you're getting a holiday. So enjoy. Right in your course after 1.5 months. Maybe one class I bunked. Did I bunk any classes in between? Only one if I remember. I bunked for one day, I remember.
Yeah, one.
One classes I bunked. Right. Due to my some other problem and everything. Okay. See, I'm a trainer who tried to be regular. Without no holidays, nothing, all continue. So this is the first and last holiday I'm giving you. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so enjoy it. Anyhow, Saturday and Sunday you will have your lightning classes. So lightning classes never stops. It's an ever ongoing process. Once again, those who have not joined the lightning or wants to join, last and final call. This Saturday, 9:30, you can join lightning. The train has not yet on the motion. You can still board the train. Once the train leave the platform, the next train will come after 3 months. And if you board that train, it will take another 3 months to reach your destination. It will be too late. Total 6 months. If you miss this train, by the time you complete the lightning course, it will be 6 months. Right? There is no other trainer other than me teaching LWC and lightning. So remember this very well. That is the reason I'm giving a reminder every time. On every call I'm saying, if you go outside, roll out your resume, lightning is mandate. It's not that I want to make you join this course and get money. No. Trust me or not, but not for that reason. Because if you roll out your resume, and lightning is a must technology now, and hence learning lightning is important for you. So I want you to sync with the time. So last and final call for people who are onboarding lightning or want to onboard lightning, please join Saturday 9:30 a.m. If you miss the Saturday's class, you will not be allowed to board this class again. I'll lock the class and nobody will be allowed. It's not like that somebody can join from middle. No. That is a strict instruction to my admin that the class will be completely locked, no onboarding in between in lightning classes. Right? So thank you guys. Have a nice and wonderful day. Take care. Yep.
Rupam, hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Your video, your recording is asking for permission.
I don't know. Please.
When I download it.
Please contact admin. I'm not on this record. See, I'm giving the recording to them. It's the admin who is maintaining it. So, right, admin,
Okay.
right? So please contact the admin for those. Okay, recording password.
Okay, thank you.
Right, you have only read only.
Saturday, Sunday.
Link is changed.
Saturday, Sunday links.
Right.
Link is changed. Okay.
Right. If you have contacted the
Yep.
admin, you have registered yourself. I told you you have to register. Otherwise, you'll not get a link. If you think that you'll sit quiet and you'll get a link, no. This is a Rajdhani Express. Right? General tickets not allowed. Right? No waiting list allowed. Only confirmed reservation minimum 3 AC is only allowed to board the train. It's not like a normal class that you will come. I told you it's an advanced class. Register yourself, be prepared. Right? There's a lot of things going to happen Saturday and Sunday. Right? So please contact your admin for the link. The link will not work. The old link, new link will be working. So please contact admin, register yourself, get the link. Right? You have 1 day time to do so. Thank you guys. Have a nice and wonderful day. Take care guys. Bye-bye.